Hey everyone, welcome in. I'm Jess. I am joined by my wonderful friend Tantaralis. Good evening, Tan. How are you?
Good evening, Jess and everybody else. I'm doing fine. And it works.
Good, good, good.
But
Uh,
as per usual, I'm really happy that you asked me to come over and play some games with you in chat.
yes, 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 yes. Hello, friends. Let's say hi to folks in the chat. We've got Giggles is here, Haley is here, Joe Sandow is here, Thunderworks Games. Hello, welcome in. Cosmic Beat is here. And Tan, I started writing it before I saw you. So today, friends, we are playing map packs 5 and 6. It is Kethra's Steppe and Hornhelm. Today, we are going to play the first K1 on the map. And I don't know which one on Hornhelm yet, but I know at least K1 right now. I always choose on the night.
Hornhelm only has a single map because on the back side of the sheet, it's the items.
Oh, yes. Thank you for that. You could tell that it's new. It's a new map pack for me for both of these games, so I'm really excited. For those that haven't been watching, I have been doing every Wednesday for the last 3 weeks. I've been playing 2 of the maps of Cartographers. Last week, I played Cartographers Heroes with the Undercity and Frozen Expanse maps, and that was a lot of fun. Friends in the chat were able to play along with me. That was really awesome. And then the week before that, I played Afril and Nebulous with the base game Cartographers and had the wonderful Amanda Panda joining me on stream. So here we are to wrap it up. Giggle says, I'll be watching and lurking even though I'd love to play along. Silly work stuff to do. No worries at all. So yes, for those friends that are wanting to play along, I will pop in the chat again the link to print out your maps if you want to. For the Kethra Steppe, we are playing side K1. K like Kethra, number 1. This map is different in that it has beacons that we need to light. Beacons are going to be lit if you surround it orthogonally of all spaces, orthogonally adjacent to it, like you would a mountain. And instead of receiving a coin, you will light the beacon. There is also a card, an edict card, for lack of a better term, an edict card for the beacons that will score at the end of every season. So we will be scoring 3 edicts for every season. The ones indicated by the season itself, as well as the beacon scoring, and we will score that 4 times throughout the game. Now, Tan, you have been an avid Cartographers player. What is it about this game that keeps you wanting to bring it back to the table?
Easy to teach, hard to master. It's always a great thing. So it has a great amount of replayability. That's something I really like about it. And the easy to teach part is also great because it helps you to always introduce new people to the game that are not familiar with it, so that they might wanna that they can get grasp while watching along, or even better, B, get a chance to actually play along either directly live or watching the VOD later. That's one of the great things about games like that, especially considering that the publisher offers the player sheets available for free online. So that makes it really easy for people that want to get to know the game to easily get a teach, play along, and then decide whether or not they're going to go and get themselves one of the 2 base games.
And I was very fortunate to meet the wonderful folks at Thunderworks at Gen Con this year. And it was very nice for them to gift me all of the map packs that I did not already own, which was very, very nice of them to do so. So I am fully prepared to play all the Cartographers and Cartographers Heroes that I want. The one thing we will not be using today is the Cartographers skills. Those allow you to purchase things for extra abilities and extra extra little like fun stuff to add to either the Cartographers base game or Cartographers Heroes. So, oh yes, thank you. Very kind to say. So, Tan, I know I asked you this before we started. Do you have a favorite map yet, or not yet?
Okay, I have not played all the maps yet. So,
Okay.
for example, I think I still haven't played the second side of the base game map.
Okay.
The one with the desolate areas.
Okay.
I also still have to play versions of the Tabula Rasa map, which is from the first special expansion that came out between Cartographers and Cartographers Heroes, which is basically a blank map.
Okay.
And you randomize the positions of the mountains. They also, I think last year, released a web tool for that, so you have to basically randomly create maps for to use with that. So you have many more maps you could potentially play, considering the amount of different positions for the 5 mountains on the game sheet.
I didn't know about those. All right, just a little blip in the matrix. It's fine.
It's me. I crashed it.
No.
Sure.
Okay, so can we get a sound check, everybody? Twitch being twitchy.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, Twitch being twitchy. That's right. Yeah. I lost my train of thought, Tan, but that's okay because we're going to talk a lot. No, don't apologize. It was my computer being glitchy. Too much tan hype for the map options. I know, right?
Yeah.
I know. That's too funny. All right, Tan, let's get down to the table then, shall we? Today, friends, I know this looks like a lot of stuff, but it really isn't. Joe, I thought I'd broken it by leaving the room with my AirPod to get the printout, but that's not how things work. Okay, so friends, we have our 4 edicts. Today, we are using the base deck for Cartographers. So the edicts that you see here are with the base game. We are using the base game ambush cards as well. We are not using any heroes today. The only new stuff we are adding is we're using the Kethra Steppe map, as well as the beacon card that is drawn randomly in when you do for setup. Okay, so like every game of Cartographers, we are going to be scoring based on the edicts that are given for the following season. So today we are for the spring, we are going to score for Tree Tower in the Golden Granary. I will hold these up because the text on the bottom is a little bit hard to read from this far away on the table cam. So the Tree Tower says, earn 1 reputation star for each forest space surrounding on all 4 sides by filled spaces or the edge of the map. Okay, that is Tree Tower. And Tan is awesome in that he has a German version. So this was fun during setup off stream to know what is the translation of the Tree Tower in German, Tan?
In German, the card is called Düsterwald, which is nowhere close to Tree Tower. It's basically translates to Darkwood.
Okay.
Or yeah, something like that.
Very nice. Okay. Edict B is the Golden Granary, which is 1 reputation star for each water space adjacent to a ruin space. Earned 3 reputation stars for each farm space on a ruin space. So water wants to be adjacent to ruins, but farms want to be on ruin spaces. Okay? And what is that in German, Tan? What's the Golden Granary?
It's called Goldener Kornspeicher, which is the correct literal translation.
Oh. If you all are not following Tan, he does very awesome play-alongs for several roll and writes, including Cartographers. and sometimes teaches you German along the way. So there we go. Next one, the next edict is the Green Gold Plains, which is earn 3 reputation stars for each cluster of village spaces that is adjacent to 3 or more different terrain types. And the terrain are the forest, the farms, the water, monsters, and mountains. Okay, those can be considered different terrain. And what is that in German, Tan?
Schillernde Ebene, which would translate to iridescent plains.
Oh, iridescent plains. I like that. I like that. Cauldrons. Here we go with the cauldrons. Earn 1 reputation star for each empty space surrounded on all 4 sides by filled-in spaces or the edge of the map. Now, this is going to be a little bit tricky. What is the German for this one, Tan?
The German is die Kessel.
Ooh.
Multiple, so it's the cauldrons. It's the literal translations.
Okay.
But if someone that is an English speaker and a Star Wars fan would read that card title, it would be Die Kessel, like the spice mines of Kessel, and they should go and die. But it's now Die Kessel.
Ah, that's fun. Joe's asking, what does the name Tantarus mean?
So my nickname, basically, is that what you want to know, Joe?
Yes.
So
what is the origin of Tantarus?
The origin of that nickname is my half-elf black-robed wizard that I played in when I played the original SSI Dungeons and Dragons, Dragonlance computer games on the Commodore 64 in the early to mid-90s. He is heavily, the building of the character was heavily influenced on Raistlin from the Dragonlance series, which is to this day one of my favorite fictional characters. And for whatever reason, when I created the character, that name simply sprang into existence, and I have been using it since. And since the internet days, that's basically has been my nickname, my handle.
I like it. I like it.
It doesn't have any particular meaning. So at least that I don't know if it has any particular meaning. Maybe there is some German, some language in this on this world or other worlds where that name actually has a meaning. So, for example, I usually use tan as the short term for that. But as far as I know, that is not only tan as the color tan in the English language, but I think it's also a word in it's either Vietnamese or Philippine.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, that it has a meaning. I think something like the new one or something like that. What I'm not 100% sure, but I'm fairly sure that it's a Southeast Asian area meaning. But I'm not 100% sure. Let me quickly see.
Oh, I like it. Thunderworks Games Tan says, for future printings, Die Kessel Run promo scorecard. That would be pretty awesome. And Panda, good morning. No worries, my dear. You are still welcome to join if you want to in the chat. I hope you have got some good rest last night. So there we are. We have got the 4 edict cards now. The random card.
So,
go ahead, Tan.
Yes. Panda just popped.
Is she backstage? No, she's not backstage.
No, Panda, do you want to join for the first one, or are you going to join us for the second one? Oh, I should let Jess ask that. She's the host, not I. Sorry.
Yeah. Tan's like, do you want to come in? You'll join for the second one. Okay.
So I just checked 10 is
yeah. That's fine.
It's a Vietnamese name for boys and means new. As I remembered correctly, it seems.
That's very cool. Yeah, so Panda, you can join us for the second one. Then, friends, for for Steppe, we have a beacon scoring card that's going to be scored on every season. So randomly I chose the Ever-Burning Flame. Earn 8 reputation stars for each lighted beacon. Lose 1 reputation star for each empty space in the same row or column as the lighted beacon. Okay? So, this is going to be tricky. Why, friends? Because there are 2 beacons, but also because of the cauldrons. Yeah.
And for me, it's going to be tricky not to always have the bangles in my head now.
Yeah.
It's stuck in my head since I made that joke earlier backstage.
How do you light a beacon? Good question, Joe. So, beacons are lit...
Flintstone and Tinder.
That's the literal way of how to light a beacon. Yes. But in this game, we are lighting beacons when you surround the space. So right here on the map that we are using, there are 2 beacons. When you surround the beacon space orthogonally with terrain types. So just like you would in a mountain, when you surrounded all 4 of the orthogonal sides, you would get a coin. Same rule applies here. Instead, when you surround on all 4 sides of the beacon is then lit. Okay? So there we go.
Hi, Anna Maria.
Hi, Anna Maria. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. So again, Tan, we are going to score the beacon after each season. But we will lose points if the beacon is lit and there are empty spaces. What are the dotted lines around the beacons? Good question, Joe. These are considered, I don't want to misspeak. I want to say it is the beacon range. Some of these beacon cards will be considered the beacon's range. Each of these beacon ranges is marked by a dotted line that encloses a shaded area. All spaces within the shaded area are considered to be within range of that beacon. Okay, so this is for future if you were using a beacon card that needed to was scoring based on range. So for this game that we are doing,
beacon cards are using that feature.
Yeah.
So we randomly picked the one that doesn't use the dotted lines.
Yes. So in this game that we're playing right now, Joe, with what we have, the beacon cards and everything, you can just ignore the dotted lines for now. Okay? Okay. And that is about it. Same rule applies. We will flip over the terrain cards until we reach the timer on each of the seasons. Then we will score based on the edicts that are shown, as well as the beacon edict. And then we will reshuffle, add a new ambush card. There is always 1 ambush card that gets added in every round. If an ambush card gets revealed, we will resolve it during that season, and then that ambush card gets removed for the remainder of the game. Yes, I can reiterate how the cauldrons work. So, here on the cauldrons, earn 1 reputation star for each empty space surrounded on all 4 sides by filled-in spaces or the edge of the map. So, essentially, Joe, you would want an empty space on your map, anywhere on your map, that is surrounded either by the edges of the map here, which are in these 4 corners, or surrounded by other terrain. So, for example, if you had something where you had an empty space here. So these 2 spaces here, Joe, would need to be filled in order for you to score for the cauldron. Okay? So this corner space would be empty, like territories in Go. I don't know. I've never played Go. Have you played Go, Tan?
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm
sorry, Joe.
I
don't know that game. I know it's sorry. Never mind that. It's okay. It's okay. So hopefully that makes sense, though. So if you have an empty space, then it needs to be surrounded on all 4 orthogonal sides. Oh, Thunderworks game says yes, just like in Go. Okay. There we go. There we go. Awesome. All right. I think that is everything. I will remove this because we are not using skills today.
Oh yeah, before I forget, did we get feedback on audio levels?
I believe we did, but let's do one more. Let's do one more sound check, everybody. Can we get a stream status? Pop those mogwais in the chat or the gremlins if everything's sounding good. Audio sounds good. Isn't the whole map surrounded by borders? Yes, it is. That is very true.
Cauldrons show are only single squares.
Yes, so single empty spaces are considered
single
cauldrons.
Empty square surrounded on all four orthogonal spaces.
Yes. Okay. All right. Awesome. Tan, do you have any other questions or comments before we start?
Neither nor.
Okay.
I hope that was correct.
All right, here we go, friends. Starting off, our first terrain.
Let's get the party started. It's the bum bum ba da dum dum da 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 da.
Okay, for those that have not streamed on my channel before or have watched my channel before, the odds of me drawing the least positive scenario in a dice roll or a card flip is very high. Like I did right now, impossible. I have drawn our first and only ambush card in the deck. And I did shuffle these before we started. So we are going to draw our bugbear assault as we would here according to these solo rules. So what that means, because in a regular game of Cartographers, we normally would hand over a paper to the player adjacent to us according to this diagram. But since we are playing remotely, Tan and I are going to go based on the solo rules, which are indicated in the upper right of the card. So it is telling us to start on the upper right-hand side of our player sheet, and we are going to go into a clockwise rotation until we can draw the indicated shape as is without rotating it or mirroring it or anything like that. So Tan, I wonder where you're going to draw your shape.
Yeah. That's a rhetorical question, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah. Fun fact, that is the bugbear is a very prominent monster in D&D history, and in the first German translation of Dungeons and Dragons, they did a literal translation of the monster's name and called it Kethra, which made the people very confused because it neither looks like a bug nor does it look like a bear.
Right.
And that's the reason why they, in later editions, changed the translation to Grottenschrat. For whatever reason, or whichever strange, weird word creation the Grottenschrat actually is. But the bugbear in German is the Grottenschrat.
Huh, okay. That's
interestingly, awesome. The owl bear, which is another famous mixture animal / monster from D&D history, that one looks like a mixture out of an owl and a bear.
Yes.
And that's also in German actually literally translated to Eulenbär.
Ah, okay.
Eule being the owl and bear being bear.
Nice.
But instead of the E-R-E-A, we're writing it with a nice little German E, then the A with the A with the two dots.
Nice. Joe Sandow says, we English speakers are also confused by the bugbear. That does not look like a bug nor a bear. It comes from bugbear like an irritation, presumably? I don't know.
Maybe they want to change the name. That would be a bugbear fix.
Yeah, so this does not have any time on it, so it does not apply to our season scoring. But it does get removed from the game because we already revealed it. And Giggles is right. At least you have the entire round to block areas around to minimize the negative points.
Not with the way Jess draws cards. We will not get patterns to fill those holes. No way.
Here we go. All right, we've got a homestead now. A homestead. It can be either a village space or a farm space. And it is this shape, a 3-column with a 1. And remember, friends, you can rotate and mirror these shapes. And
so I wonder if that farm color is actually a desert and we would have a moisture farm, another hidden Star Wars reference.
Yeah. A moisture farm and a Kessel Run. Oh, there was, if Thunderworks Games is still here, there was a question about the time of I don't know, for year, for lack of a better word, not the time of year, but the timeline in Cartographers' world, that the frozen expanse features a submarine in a frozen lake. We were surprised to know that was there submarine technology in the land of cartography. That's what we were curious about last week.
So let me also quickly
so the homestead, remember we are doing the tree tower, which is
so it's not,
4 spaces
it's not
surrounded.
Yellow. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about the submarine just to make it more clear what I was talking about.
Yes, it is probably fueled a bit by magic. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a kind of magic.
The submarine lore deepens. Yes, that's what we were curious about. We were like, whoa, there's a submarine down here? How did it get down there? Why is it frozen? What happened to it? Okay, so I'm gonna draw my farm space over here, Tan.
Okay, now we are we have different sheets.
We have different sheets now. Are you able to toggle your player cam to show your table, Tan?
Yes, I am.
Let's do a little toggling here. What do we got, Tan? What do we got?
So the monsters up here, and I decided to draw the farmstead.
Nice.
On this place because both for the ruins, for the golden granary, and also 3 less potential negative points once I get to light that bacon. Beacon.
Like the bacon.
Yeah.
Thunderworks Game says there's also mechanical creatures in some of the other games in this world. So there is some high tech beginning to be created by cunning artificers in the world of Ulos. Nice. I like this lore. Joe Sandow said we were talking about submarine on Panda Angel's stream yesterday. Yeah. So that's fun. That's fun.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes total sense in regards to old English words smashed together.
Oh, all right. So now we've got a Riftlands, which is a free space. Free space, which you can draw one of those terrain for free. So, this is going to be interesting, Tan. This is going to be interesting, but I think I'm going to do this. I think. I'm going to draw a village space here. Because that also gives me a cauldron scoring eventually, but then it'll give me close to the village space scoring for that there. Hello, Razor Wind. Welcome in. Thunderworks says... What? Go ahead, Tan.
Go ahead. No, go. You first.
I said D&D linguistics nerd here. The reason for the name Bugbear is that they existed before D&D and are a smash-up of names from Old English. They share the same root word as goblin. Oh, that makes sense, because to me, they look more like goblins. Right? I would think so.
Yeah, they are. I think they are also somewhat considered goblin kind related in D&D, at least in some editions.
Yeah.
They are like larger, more feral goblins. And in regards to your placement for the cauldron, the reason why I did not do something like that is because now that square where you want to score points for the cauldron will score your cauldron points twice in the game, which gets you 2 points. But it's adjacent to a monster space, which will over the course cost you 4 points. So
whatever, it's fine. No, I get it.
So you might want, yeah. Okay, so and now we have to place on a ruin. Okay.
So ruins. So now we are placing the Forgotten Forest.
Forgotten Forest. What are we talking about?
I don't know. I can't remember. Okay, so it has to be on a ruins. Oh, but I want a coin. I want a coin. I want it now. I want it right now. I want it all in my pocket. It's my bar of chocolate. Give it to me.
I want it all?
Sorry, I'm drawing my lollipop trees, so it makes me think of Willy Wonka.
Joel, not sure. Have you been able to play the Portal escape room yet?
Yes, he did. On Monday, he did.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was already or is coming up this week. Okay, so without spoiling anything, how did you like it? And more importantly for me to know where you're able to enjoy it, knowing that some of the rooms cause motion
I hung out while
sickness
Crystal and Ambi solved it. Hi, Gus. Welcome in.
Yes, only 2 portal guns, not 3.
All right, Tan, we are 3 of 8. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Not now 7 of 9?
Farmland, not 7 of 9.
Okay. I, for example, played one of the publishers' community picks last weekend, the Curse of the Barbary Coast, which is a Monkey Island themed one, and I really liked that one. So you might, depending on how much you like Monkey Island, you might want to give that one a try as well. That's the Island. Okay, so another thing to place on.
I don't have any beacons lit yet, but I'm gonna do this.
It's a small contained one. There is windows where you can look outside and see a little further, but they do not have any gameplay solving relevance.
Are you talking about the portal one?
So it's a rather small room with rather linear solutions, but nonetheless, it is a really nicely themed, and I enjoyed it quite a lot.
Which one is it called, Tan?
It's called The Curse of the Barbary Coast, if I remember correctly. It should be in the Best of Summer subsection from the publisher.
Hey, Room 51. Lurking, but this looks super fun. It is super fun.
We're at 4 now, correct?
We are at 4, correct. Here we go. Okay. Now we got marshlands.
You're welcome. Okay, and that's the German one for that is Sumpf, which is technically the translation for swamp.
Sumpf? Sumpf?
Sumpf.
I like that.
Like oomph with a S.
With a S. Okay, everybody, say it together. Sumpf. Sumpf. Oomph. 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 Okay. Marshlands. Marshlands.
Oh, see, stupid me is working on thinking about all the future scoring cards, and not for the ones that are the first one. Okay,
I know. I was already trying to score over
turn
here.
Out. Totally forgot about the forests. Oops.
Oops. That's all right. I was going back to it now. Do you find it difficult, Tan, when you're streaming that sometimes you miss strategy in scoring things? I find that happens to me.
Only if I distract myself by having non-game related talk with people.
Oh. Oops, I did it again. All right, you ready for the next card, Tan?
So, Joe, the first one is you gain 1 point for each forest square that is surrounded on all 4 orthogonal spaces, or adjacent to a border. Every space that would be orthogonal space that would be outside of the border is considered filled. And the second one is 3 points per farmland space on a ruins card, and 1 point per water space adjacent to a ruins card, orthogonal adjacent to a ruins card.
Yep. All right, here we go, Tan. Is this the last card? It is. We got a Treats Out Village.
Is this the last card? Is this just fantasy?
Caught in a land. Sorry. Gosh, woo. Excuse me. Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Oh, I need to warm up my voice. That was horrible. Sorry, friends. Open your eyes. Look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy. I need no sympathy. Okay.
Because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna do forest. Forest. No. I don't know what to do.
Okay, let's see.
All right, friends, we have reached 8 on our season, so we are going to be scoring our edict after you fill in your shape. Never apologize for singing Bohemian Rhapsody. Okay, good. I tend to sing a lot when I'm playing these games. It's fun and distracting, and also Tan prompts me on a lot of these things too.
But don't you worry, I will not go into full Wayne's World mode.
You won't headbang?
And sing
you won't
Bohemian
headbang?
Rhapsody. Yes.
You have the hair for it. I'm getting there.
I might. Yeah, I have the hair for it. Wait just a second to prove it. Yes. Yeah, I have the hair for it.
There we go.
But no, stuff like that nowadays creates too much of a headache for me. So that's why
we're not a young whippersnappers as we used to be, Tan.
Yeah. Also with my neck, it's also not that great to do that.
Okay, so we are scoring.
I'm old.
For every forest space, friends, completely surrounded by other terrain or the edge of the map, it is 1 point each. I don't have any of those, so big old goose egg on that first one. Next, we have 3 points for every farm space on a ruin, and 1 point for every water adjacent to a ruin. So I've got 3, 6, 7, 8 points there. Now, on this map, we're scoring the beacon, it says next. So 8 reputation stars for each lighted beacon. I do not have a lighted beacon. Do you have a lighted beacon, Tan?
Certainly not.
Certainly not.
That would give me one reputation star. Many negative points.
Yeah, too many negatives. So -1 for each empty space next to a lighted beacon. So currently I have 0. Next, coins. I was able to achieve 1 coin from one of these shapes here. And then -1 for each ambush space that is not blocked by terrain. 1, 2, -2. So currently, Tan, my score is 7 for round 1.
Okay, I just realized I had a slight
5. Joe got 5. Not bad, Joe.
And I have got, in case somebody would like to take a look.
Oh yes, let's make sure Tan is not cheating. There we go.
I'm not cheating? No, surely not. So I have 4 forest spaces that are surrounded. That's these 4 up here.
Yep.
I have 2 spaces with farmland on it. That's 3, and 3 water spaces adjacent. So that's 9.
Yep.
Got 2 coins and only a single empty spot. So that should be, if I'm not mistaken, a total of 14 points.
Correct. Okay, so I added a new ambush card, friends. I am shuffling on stream so y'all can see. Although Tan is thinking it doesn't matter, Jess. This doesn't matter.
It wouldn't be the first time. No, I think the last time, at least, I don't think you had 2 monsters back to back like 2 weeks ago.
All right.
The first 2 cards, 2 monsters back to back.
Now we are moving on to summertime. It is still 8 time units. And we are scoring B and C. So again, the 3 points for every farm on a ruin, 1 point for every water next to a ruin. Then here is 3 points for every cluster of village spaces that is adjacent to 3 or more terrain. Then the sleight of hand is when Jess takes the deck off stream, replaces it with the other deck. Shh, Joe. Shh.
Yeah, I remember that as well, Panda. There's also a specialty for me when I do it on stream. We had it once that we had 3 monsters back to back during winter. The first. I mean, who
doesn't like magic? Come on now. Okay, here we go. We're starting with the marshland. Too funny, y'all. Too funny. I think I'm going to do this here.
Magic is how you spend way too much of your pocket money on paper cards.
Yeah. I have to make sure lollipop forests are very Candyland. Magic is how you get submarines. Yes. I do have to remember, someone in the chat mentioned to cross out the coins that you achieve for the mountain, so you make sure that you count them.
Yeah. It's here.
Here we go, Tan.
I also do that.
Hamlet.
The Hamlet.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot to ask. What is marshlands in German?
A Sumpf, as I mentioned
right.
earlier, which is technically translated to
Swamp.
Swamp, yes. And the Hamlet is Weiler.
Sweiler. Oh, thank you, Panda, for the biddies.
Yeah. Okay, to draw or not to draw? That's the question.
Hmm. I've got to do this down here so that I can score some points.
Hamlet. For me, that sounds like a protein-rich breakfast.
Or Shakespeare, right?
Yeah. But I was making a fun about ham and omelette and having a portmanteau of those two.
Yes. All right, Panda. Good to know. Heavy protein breakfast, true in German fashion. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say so, actually. There's not that much. I think Germans tend to have more sweet breakfasts.
Really?
The British breakfast is more typical, the hearty breakfast with a lot of sausages and stuff like that. But in Germany nowadays, people tend to have more stuff like Nutella or jam or marmalade on their breakfast bread and roll.
So you don't have like cooked meats or anything for the morning time?
That's normal. Nowadays, usually people eat that in the evening for the evening time, because most people have in Germany, because normally when you're going to work, you have a 1 hour dinner break, and people usually have that main meal at that time. So at the evening, it's usually most of the time it's called Abendbrot. Yeah, but okay. Very important thing. Do not compare Munich, which is in Bavaria, and thus not Bavaria, with the rest of Germany. The Bavarians are very particular in many things really compared to the rest of Germany.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, but there are things like ham sandwiches and bread rolls with ham or salami on it. That's also a typical thing. But in Bavaria, where they are eating much more meat than, for example, in my area, it's a huge difference.
Interesting. Let's see. It's kind of weird he's named Hamlet. It's like naming a prince village. Yes. All right, here we go. We have the Hinterland stream is our next one.
Der Hinterlandbach.
All right. Remember, we are still scoring Edict B. Thank you for that that German lesson, Tan. Very enlightening.
Might people be around that are going to Spiel, and they might want to have some more German.
Oh, yeah.
So, for example, Schinken is the German word for ham.
Yeah. Schinken? Schinken?
Schinken, yes.
Schinken.
Like schminken without the M.
Yeah.
And
hello,
schminken
Jess,
would be,
a fellow Jess. Ooh.
And in German, we have two types of Schinken. We have Kochschinken and normal Schinken, which means one of them, the cooked one, is normally like, okay, then there's smoked Räucherschinken, which is smoked ham. So there's plenty of stuff.
Oh, goodness.
So if you ever have the opportunity when you're in Germany to visit a true butcher's shop, there will be a lot of sausage and cut meats for your charcuterie board to select from. For example, the butcher where I'm usually going to, he has 7 different types of salami.
Ooh, nice.
And
nice.
Nearly as much different types of ham and other cut meats.
All right, Tan, are you good with the hinterland?
Yes, I'm good with the hinterland.
Ooh, we have a fishing village, and that is... Wait, we have 7. 7 out of 8. 7 of 8. Not 7 of 9.
It's the original game, which means we have 8 time units. If we would be playing Cartographers now, the season would be over.
Yes. Ooh, nice. Nice. Yes. So, Jess, we will have to meet at PAX U, because I was already able to meet the wonderful Keith and Kurt at Gen Con. Luckily, I live near an agricultural college that makes their own sausage. Nice.
An agricultural collage.
I mean, that could work too.
A picture of a field of whey, made from whey.
Hi, Ben. Welcome in.
Oof.
Ben Osteen.
See.
What happened?
No, good thing. I just realized that I messed up my green gold planes because it's not 3 different types. I'm currently having 2 different types, but now I am able to add the 3rd one. So it's not too late. And the fishing village in German is the Fischerdorf, which is the literal translation.
Yeah. Agriculture collage is kind of what you're drawing now. Yes. Okay, let's see what we got. The Great River.
The Great River? So is it the Mississippi? Or is it the Amazonas?
It's denial.
It's the Nile, or is it River Rhine, or is it the Danube? Which, to be honest, many years after Deep Space Nine aired, and I was aware that the shuttles were called Danube class.
Oh, really?
It was the first time that I realized that Danube is a river in German called it's Donau. It's the Donau. It's one of the most famous rivers in Europe because it's very long and it's going through a lot of different countries. And it's a fun fact that I never got that because I wasn't aware that the Donau was called Danube in English.
That's fun. Oh, so this is not a square. All right, Tan, we are going to score again. The Blue Danube is a famous musical piece about that river. Oh, nice.
Yeah, die Blaue Donau.
Okay, so first we are scoring 3 reputation stars for each farmland on a ruin, 1 reputation star for each water adjacent. So I have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 that time. Okay. Then 3 reputation stars for each cluster of village spaces that is adjacent to 3 or more different terrain. I only have... Oh, I have 2. This is a cluster here because mountains are considered counted. Nice. 1, 2.
Yeah, as well as monster squares.
And monster squares are counted too. Yes. So that's 6 points.
And I would assume that if we would be playing with the heroes would also be counted. Although they are not depicted on the card because it's base game and heroes were introduced later down the line.
Right. Then the beacon scoring. I did not light a beacon. Did you light a beacon, Tan?
No. Still too many negative points for that to be it worth.
Then I've got 3 coins. And monster spaces, I have limited it to -1. So 15, 21, 20 that time around. That's a better score. That's a much better score. But guess what, Tan? There is no monster that came out, no ambush. So we add another ambush to the deck.
And I have 22.
Tan has 22. Let's, wait. Y'all need to see me shuffle. Hold on. Before we go over to Tan's side. Y'all need to see me shuffle here.
And the shuffler's gonna shuffle, 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 shuffle.
Okay, let's check out Tan. What we got, Tan?
So I have a total of 3 spaces, ruined spaces with farmland, and a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 water spaces adjacent. So that's 15 points. I have a single village cluster adjacent to 3 different types of terrain: mountain, farm, and water.
Okay.
That's 3 points. I've got 5 coins and a single empty monster space. So that's a total of 22.
Very nice. All right. Do more shuffle, 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 shuffle. Here's my new card deck for everybody. Okay. We are moving into the fall season. We are scoring clusters of village spaces adjacent to 3 different terrain and the empty cauldron spaces.
I think my points will take a dive.
Oh no,
Cauldrons?
come on, Tan.
0.
No, it's
no,
fine.
I have no cauldrons. Absolutely no cauldrons.
Here we go.
It's not my type of...
Start with the farmland. A nice, gentle farmland.
Das Ackerland.
Nice and gentle, Tan. Nice and gentle.
Let's get some hydration.
And guess what? I'm lighting my first beacon.
Uh-oh.
So now I have to get all of this filled in and all of this filled in. It's fine. It's fine.
Currently it's negative points, correct? If I'm not mistaken for you?
Yes. I don't view things in the negative, Tan. Jordy LaForge does not view in the negative.
Oh, he only deals in absolutes?
Yes. No, that's you. Oh, we have a goblin. Here it is.
Ah, a goblin.
Goblin
a
attack. Starts in the bottom right-hand corner Okay.
Yuck. Ugh. So I was just thinking we might need to do some streamer cards. But I was thinking, will it be monsters or should they be heroes? Not sure about that.
I would be a hero. Heck yeah. Yeah, my beacon is at 0 points now. Yes.
We could be heroes just for one day.
Yep. Hi, Evil Turnip. Welcome in. Okay, Tan. Are you good on drawing your goblin here?
Yes, I have taken care of the goblins.
Okay.
Drawing wise.
Oh, we got a ruins, which is going on a hinterland stream.
I do no longer need stuff on ruins. That's no longer scoring points.
I only have one more ruins to do, so I have to do this here. We can be heroes just for one day. Okay.
Seems we picked the same position.
3 out of 7 now, everybody. 3 out of 7. You good, Tan?
Yes.
Okay. Fishing village.
That sounds fishy. Do the beacons count for the green gold planes? I'd say they do. Maybe. If mountains normally would count,
I would say so because they score. They're like similarly to a mountain.
Yeah. I would also assume that that's the case. Okay, so let's see how I'm going to do this. I need to do like.
So we were at 5 of 7 right now, Tan. 5 of 7.
Yeah, we will have more time. You will draw another monster, I'm pretty sure.
Don't jinx it, Tan. Don't jinx it. Here we go. What do we got?
Jinx it real good.
Tree tap.
And we're done.
And we are done. Treetop Village.
Dun dun dun. Hi, Wim.
Hey, Wim. Welcome in. We are playing Kethra's Steppe, but we will also be playing Hornhelm.
These monsters.
If you would like to play along with us, there is the link. Be heroes. Jolly my lollipop. Lollipop forest.
Oh, leatherworking. Nice.
Oh, yeah. Very cool.
Let me guess, with new materials from Castlefest?
Wim, if you don't mind sharing what you did, please share.
Oh, leatherworking. Nice. Let me guess, with new materials from Castlefest? Wim, if you don't mind sharing what you did, please share.
Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please share. Please I don't want to share if you don't want to. My crying green eyes. All right, Tan. We are going to score C and D. 3 points for each cluster that has 3 or more terrain. I've got 1 cluster here. I managed to get a second cluster and a third cluster. 9 points for me.
Yuck. Okay, I think I will have an over or a negative score.
Oh no. D, the cauldrons.
When I'm taking a look at all that stuff.
1 here. I have 1 here. 2 here, 3 here, 4 cauldrons, which is 4 points. I have, my beacon is lit. I have 8 points minus how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 4 points for that beacon. Yay! I'm in the positive, Tan, on that beacon. 3 coins. Monster spaces.
Nice waters.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugh, that's terrible. That just took out all of my beacon points.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. 9, 12, 20 minus 7 is 13. Darn. Doing inside bits for storing a phone and pens. In the fly swatter or in the bag?
Yeah, why not? Then you can, with the camera, you can from the phone, you can immediately go and film the last seconds of the fly.
So it's -1, Joe, for each orthogonal adjacent empty space to a monster.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's not so if the square is adjacent to multiple monster squares, it's still only a single -1 point.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be really? That would be so odd. I made an extra spot on my fly swatter to hide your phone and a pen.
Smash.
Wim is like shaking his head, like, "Oh, Jess. Oh, Jess." Diagonals correct are not considered adjacent. Correct. Only north, south, east, and west. That's all right. Wim, you were saying you were making extra spots for pens and a phone. I thought you meant for the fly swatters you were making those extra spots, but I think it's for a bag. You're making extra spots in the bag for a phone and for pens. Because that would be quite odd if you were making things for a fly swatter that had extra pockets in it. In the bag, yes. 35 total points so far. Nice, Joe. Very nice. I am at 40 total. Tan, what are you at?
My total currently is 47, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice. Hello, Dan. Happy Wednesday to you.
Yes.
Welcome in.
47. But considering that we will have to subtract a total of...
You could do it on the swatter. Mark the kill spot. Yeah, see? That's what I thought too. And then have your phone to film its last moments. Sorry.
So
Sorry,
we need
friends.
94 points to get even.
94?
Anything less, 94, yes.
10.
So I think I will be a ink-drinking dimwit, or what's the
I don't know.
scoring?
Yeah, what does it say? An oblivious ink drinker.
No, an oblivious ink drinker. Yeah, I'm afraid that's going to be.
All right, here we go.
Considering I'm currently something in the -40s.
Only six time, everybody, and we're starting with the hinterland. Now remember, we are scoring forests again and the cauldrons. We can be heroes just for one day. Okay, I am... I'm totally ignoring these monsters over here.
Who's now summoning the monsters by mentioning them?
No, I didn't! I didn't! Yes, it's definitely an Old English... A definite insult. You ink drinker. Okay, here we go. Next.
So, is a inkjet printer an oblivious ink drinker?
10! Wah wah. Oh, I can get a coin over here.
Getting the feeling I will not ignite a single beacon.
All right, next one. Ooh, we have a ruined space, Tan.
Yeah, great. That means I have a single square to draw, yes?
Great River. The Great River.
Because I know I have no longer any... it's too bad. That would be a coin that I would... Okay, let's see.
Yay! Evil Turnip. Awesome. Once again, we're going to be playing Hornhelm after this one. So get your player sheets for Hornhelm. Tan, are you good?
Yes.
This might be the last card.
Draw a single mountain. Yeah, that might be. Let's see.
Oh no, it's a null raid!
A regular null.
Evil Turnip. Joe saw now there's only one map because it has two pages.
But you will, exactly. You will need both maps. The front is the map we're playing, and the other one is the extra thing we need to we use with it.
Good grief, Tan. Good grief. So the null raid. Top
left and counterclockwise then.
Left and counterclockwise.
Great. You know what? It's going to happen.
It's going to light
Let me show you. Yeah, show.
Yeah, I'll show
you my map.
I'll show.
You might want to...
show on yours. Is it going to light a beacon, Tan? I wonder.
So it's starting up here, which is not the case, and I'm not allowed to rotate it. So the first potential space I can place that one is down here.
You know what's funny, Tan? Is mine is in the exact space.
So it also triggers your second?
Yep. Because
Great,
these beacons are lit.
Okay, I might get negative points for the winter.
Can we get some good grief here? Can we get some good grief in the chat, please? Wow. All right. Let's see what we got. The Forgotten Forest.
Oh, good grief.
Thank you, Tan.
See, that would have been the perfect pick for reroll. We want a reroll. Can we get a reflip?
No! There's no reflip.
Reshuffle and reflip?
No! Tan, do you really want to risk that with me shuffling and flipping? No.
Oh,
Oh, good grief. Oh, my words. Words. I have words.
it's only words.
I have words to say, Tan, about this how this looks out. The beacons may be lit, but no one is coming to save us, apparently, because they can't find their way.
Perfect. My beacon gets me 0 points at least.
We are at 5 of 6, Tan. We have one more card to pull.
Or maybe 2 or 3, depending on how many monsters you're going to draw.
Or maybe
we
I'll
also
just
have
pull
this-
the rest of this deck.
We have the 0 one. The 1 card with 0 time.
Oh, goodness. Slivers! Hi. Hope your meetings go well.
I hope they go fast. That's even
fast.
more important. Heavy meeting day. I know these. Sometimes I have 6 out of 8 hours meeting, and I know how much that's.
10. Tan, are you ready? Are you ready?
No, but nonetheless,
It's the Treetop Village. That is the end of our game.
the Treetop Village.
End of the game as we know it. And I can't draw that shape anywhere.
Oh my God, we are so alike. I had exactly the same.
You were
song.
singing that song? No, you were not.
No, I was not singing. I was thinking of exactly the same.
And I feel fine. Tan, we need to make a graphic that has you and me as Jordy and Data whenever we stream together.
Yes, I was also thinking about that.
Okay.
Having something like that commissioned. But our gas supplier still hasn't paid us our money back. Close to half a year later. And I might need to rip their heads off again.
Well, don't do that just yet. We have to score this game first.
Do we?
Okay. Cauldrons. +1 for each empty space, all surrounded on all 4 sides by the edge of the map or other terrain. So I have 1 here, 2 here, 3 here. So +3. Then trees surrounded on all 4 sides. By filled in spaces or the edge of the map. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Ugh, that was not. No, 6. I have 6. Okay. 4 coins. Monster spaces. 1, 2. -2 on monsters. Beacons. I have 8 for there. -1, 2, 3. -3 is 5 for that beacon. This beacon, I have 8 -1, 2, 3. So 5 for that beacon. Hey! That's pretty good. 20. Let's see. 10, 23 -2 is 21. Plus, and I'm adding all of these together. 21 and 13 is 34. Plus 40 is 54. Plus 7 is 61. Minus, what is the total for
94.
94. -94, Tan. Which gives me -33. Yay! So, Joe, take your score, and if we're doing solo, minus the score, the points of here, -25. Nice, Joe. Very nice. Tan, what was your total? Do you want to share?
Negative 29.
Okay. We were all in the negatives together. All in the negatives.
And with 69. now imagine it would have been minus 96.
My goodness. My goodness. All right. So that was the... Oh, thank you for the hydrate. That was Kethra's Steppe. We are going to go into Hornhelm. And if you all want to print out your sheets, and I will also grab Panda. Panda will be here. Let me get her ready. So Tan, what did you think? First impressions on this.
I need to play it again with another of the beacon scoring cards, I think.
Yeah.
This one feels more like a hindrance than it does actually do good. Because you only can score points when you activate it, and it will most likely score you no to very few points at best. Because you most likely won't be able to fill both the row and the column before activating it, and so it will not give you that many points during the over the course of the game. So I got a single point out of them, and that only because I was forced to activate one.
Right.
I would have preferred not for that one. For that no.
Sure. All right. Let's see. Let me get Amanda Panda in here. Amanda Panda. Let's switch over to this side. Oh, hold on. Where's Panda? Hold on. I know where Panda is. Panda's over here. Panda's over here.
Professional. She's so professional.
A wild panda appeared.
Woo.
Oh, that's right. That's right, because I did this. Ha-ha! Wild panda appears. Yay! Hi! Everybody say hi to Amanda Panda! Hi, Panda!
Hello. Sorry. Really sorry. My alarm just was like, nope, you're sleeping in a little bit. And then it gave me a nightmare. So,
oh no!
Not the best, but
oh no!
It's okay.
But I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're
Panda!
safe.
How's it going, Panda?
I love that so much.
Was that Kess?
That was
Yes.
Jess. It's Panda's face and voice. And hello from Thunderworks and Evil Turnip and Haley.
Hi, Jess. Hello, Thunderworks Jess. Hello, Evil Turnip.
All right.
Thunderworks.